What's going on, guys? We're back with another RNG Recruit interview. This time we have got a special 2024 quarterback who is rising in the scene and is going to be leading one of the most premier football teams and offenses in the entire nation. And I'm proud to bring him on right now to introduce himself.
Hello, JC. This is JC Evans, class of 2024, quarterback at Miami Central.
How you doing today, JC?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for taking the time to jump on here and, kind of let fans get a little more familiar with you.
Just thank you for having me. It's a great opportunity to express what's been going on so far. I just want to say thank you again for having me.
Yeah, no problem at all, man. No problem. So I always like to start off with what's your current height and weight?
So right now I'm weighing in about 6'5", or standing at 6'5", weighing in about 212, 213. That's kind of fluctuating a little bit because of our summer workouts. We
Yeah,
got some intense summer workouts we do from Monday through Friday. So all that running, we do a lot of running. So that weight's a little fluctuating, but our coaches make sure we got protein, we're well fed throughout the day because we're pretty much at the school from 7:30 to 6. So some workouts been intense, but so 6'5", 213 right now.
do you have an ideal playing weight?
I would say around 210,
Okay.
215, because I don't want to get too bulky, but I also don't want to like lose too much weight to where I'm like skinny, because I put on some weight also during the spring, so I just want to maintain right now.
I got you. Sounds good, man. So this off season, I know a lot's been going on with you and stuff. As far as camps, visits, can you break down any of these experiences that you've had for us?
I've had a pretty good off season. Starting with spring ball, I think I had a productive spring, and then leading into the summer, I went to a lot of camps. Oregon State, TCU, North Texas, some other schools were FAU, which I really enjoyed. Um, I had a cool experience with the coaching staff at FAU. I really like talking to Coach Herman and Coach Fry. Those are some pretty cool guys. Oregon State went well. I got to stay and get a little extra work in with the coaching staff, and I got coached up. But I'd say I had a pretty good summer as well. Still, I wouldn't say settling down in my recruitment process, but I do hope to find or get a better idea of where I'll be attending school next fall, really next spring.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. So, during this whole recruiting experience, are you enjoying it? Is this a process that you've had fun with?
I'd say it's hard not to enjoy. I mean, getting the chance to talk to coaches, spending time with college coaches, and getting to pick their brain and getting a dive into the offense because I've actually been able to sit in and learn some of the offenses and talk football with coaches, and I think it's kind of hard not to enjoy. It's an interesting process, I will say, but I've been blessed enough to get scholarship offers, and I've been blessed with a lot of talent as well, and just talking to coaches. I'd say it's hard not to enjoy.
Have you had any recent offers lately start to come in for you from colleges?
Right now, I actually just was offered by Colgate. Yeah, I was actually earlier today.
Oh,
My most recent one was, I think, Akron,
uh-huh.
Akron or UMass. It was one of my most recent ones, but that was in May. But other than that, that's been it so far, or my most recent ones.
Okay. You know, I've watched your film, man. I've watched it quite a few times, honestly, and I feel that you are underrated. Honestly, I truly feel you are underrated. Do you yourself have a chip on your shoulder coming into this upcoming season?
I definitely feel I have something to prove. Uh, I've been I've been asked multiple times, like coaches have asked me to switch or they like my athleticism and they want me to switch positions or try something new. And every time I've told them I'm strictly a quarterback. I know my frame, my size, my speed, all that. It's a I would say a plus to my game, but
Yeah.
that's not the thing I want to be focused on or want to be remembered about. I want to be a quarterback that is an athlete as well, not an athlete that's playing the quarterback position. So I definitely feel I have something to prove, and I have no doubt that by the end of the season, coaches everywhere, players everywhere we'll see what a talented quarterback I am and what a talented team we have as well.
Yeah. Well, speaking into that, this question kind of goes right into it. As a dual threat quarterback yourself, do you prefer to create behind the line of scrimmage and still look downfield to create for passing plays? Or are you a guy who, you see a lane and you just take advantage of it and you run to get the yards? What kind of quarterback are you?
I think I would definitely say I'm one that likes to extend the play.
Yeah.
My coaches have told me a couple of times, just run, just pull the ball down and run, because I'm always looking downfield, looking to make something happen. But
Yeah.
I do know when it's time to just pull the ball down and get some extra yards. And I've never been fond of sliding, but I'll slide when necessary. So.
I got you. I got you, man. Well, at your size too, I mean, I'm sure you feel you can take on some of those guys, especially when you get to the second level and you got DBs and linebackers. I'm sure you feel you can take them on.
Definitely, yeah. When I get to that second level, I'm trying to score. So
No doubt, man. So, this off season, where do you want it? Where have you wanted to take your game to the next level? Like what have you been truly working on that's going to kind of show the rest of the nation who JC Evans really is in his senior season?
really, just I think from the jump since I've uh, been down here, my IQ, or I would say that's one of my upsides. How
Yeah.
smart I am, how I play the game, but really just cleaning up everything I can and just developing as a passer because like I said, I want to be a quarterback that has the ability to run when only when he has to. So just fully developing as a passer and just learning defenses, studying defenses, different looks they're gonna give us. Like we're already my team and offense. We're already watching film on our first game of the season, and we're already game planning on what we're gonna do against them. And when we go up to Las Vegas and play Bishop Gorman, we'll be prepared and we'll know exactly what we're gonna do because we've been watching film for 2 months. So.
Man, that's going to be a battle. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing that one. That is going to be an absolute battle.
No doubt, no doubt.
Do you work with any trainers?
Yes, sir. Right now down in Florida, I've been working with Coach Oliver Bozeman.
Yeah.
He's trained some pretty good dudes down here, and up in San Antonio, I got the chance to work with Coach Yale Vinoy. He I've been working with him since about 2020 when COVID hit, and I think he's helped me develop into a amazing passer as well. And he's played a big impact in my game and what I've been able to do with the last few years.
You got to spend a little time at the University of Miami, right?
Yes, sir. A few times actually.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of tell me about the experiences that you had at the University of Miami and maybe some of the coaches that you got to connect with.
I would say I had a pretty good time there. It was an enjoyable time because I got to sit and watch how they go through their practices, different drills. The coaches like to see their players executing. I also got the chance to sit down and talk with Coach Cristobal
Nice.
and Coach Dawson on quite multiple occasions. And I like what he had to say. Because I talked to Coach Dawson I was already in contact with him when he was at the University of Houston. So when he came down to University of Miami, we already had relations and we already spoke on multiple occasions as well. So just getting to hear what he had to say and Coach Cristobal as well, I can tell like they're 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 working on something big over there. So no doubt they'll be doing something special this year.
I'm just curious as far as your opinion on this, but you being a quarterback, having a head coach who is also an offensive line coach, is that something that appeals to you? Because, those are the guys that are going to be keeping you safe up front.
Definitely. I like a coach that gets involved with specific groups and offensive line groups. That's a pretty big one that coach is involved with, and just seeing that he's spending time working on players specifically, and just always showing that he cares. Even when he was doing at the with the 12-year-olds at the park a couple few days ago, just seeing him giving back to the youth and just showing that he cares, I know it means a lot to a lot of people.
Definitely, man, definitely. You know, with you being at Miami Central and being pretty close to Miami, like you said, you've had a chance to actually be there a couple times. You know, has anything stood out to you, like the football facilities or anything like that? Has anything stood out to you
At the University of Miami or just Miami in general?
just at the University of Miami?
I would definitely say the facilities and the high energy that's always going on because I've been to a couple practices and I've seen how they go through practice, how the demeanor they carry themselves throughout practice. And I would say it's a lot of high energy, a lot of guys talking back and forth, going at it. And it's a lot of competition, and that's all I can really ask for in a program, just to see everybody competing. And the facilities are great too, and I know they're planning on making a new, making new facilities as well. So that's awesome over there.
Yeah, they're going to continue to upgrade. They've got quite a few plans actually to continue to upgrade as the years go on.
Yes, sir.
Have you been doing any 7-on-7 this offseason?
Yes, sir. Actually, I did do some with DEF CON Texas, but
Okay.
more so with the school Miami Central.
Yeah.
We have been doing some 7-on-7. We've been going to a couple different tournaments. We won the FIU 7-on-7 tournament, and then we played in the Miami tournament. We went to the championship. We fell short, which we hold ourselves to a standard. So we don't really like to lose over here at Miami Central. So we did wish we won that one, but we did make it to the championship. And the one we played today also, we plan on winning that one tomorrow as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I like hearing that you got a chance to get back in 7-on-7 with your teammates, and especially, as time gets closer and closer to the actual season. How do you feel that's helped you with your wide receivers and building bonds, and stuff and learning just kind of the nuances of their games as well? Do you feel that's helped you while you're in pads?
I would definitely say that's a big part of um, quarterbacks and connecting with their receivers. Just the timing aspect of the game. I feel like once you perfect that, it just makes the game so much easier. I like to think of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, how they, when he was on the Packers, they just always seemed like they were on the same page.
Yep.
And I feel like just making sure that timing is perfect will elevate my game and my receivers game as well. So that's what I've been working on ever since I've stepped foot into the facilities at Miami Central.
JC, what gets you most excited on game day?
I would say the band, no
Yeah.
doubt. Just hearing the music and the just looking up into the stands and seeing all the support. I would say I can't help but just get a surge of energy and just get ready for the game. Because usually I'm not like a loud guy, and I don't like to be screaming. I'm more like just locked in on what's ahead. But once I once I see that band playing and the crowd just going, just getting ready for what's about to happen, I can't help but just get energized.
what traits do you feel make an elite quarterback or even a good quarterback mentally and physically?
I would say, well, to begin with, leadership.
Yes.
I think quarterback has to take on the leadership role as a team. I think being a quarterback, all eyes are on you at all times, win, lose, or indifferent. I think the game, whatever happens, is going to be put on your shoulders. So I just think being able to handle that and embrace it fully, just knowing that all eyes are on you at all times, will is something that all quarterbacks need. And just getting ready to step into that role at a team that's dominated for the last 4 or 5 years. I think that's what I'm fully expecting. Just all eyes will be on me at all times.
If you had to describe your game to somebody who's never seen your film, how would you describe your game?
I would say the first thing I would say is I have a great arm
Yep.
and I'm one smart quarterback. But when the play breaks down, when I'm a quarterback, when I'm in the game, you never have a bad play because the offense I'm specifically in, we have the ability to get our coach out of plays. We see 7 man in the box. We know they're bringing some heat, and we
Yep.
have to get our coach out that play. So just you're never in a bad play with me, and I know how to make something happen when the play breaks down as well.
There's a lot of value in that, man. You already know when the play breaks down, you can create behind the line of scrimmage, and you develop that relationship with the receivers to where they understand where you're going and what you're looking for behind the line of scrimmage when it breaks down. That's
Hmm.
part of that 7-on-7 talk we had as well, you know.
Definitely, definitely.
So speaking, leadership. I mean, it's not just leadership at quarterback, but stepping in as a senior at
Hmm.
quarterback. I mean, kind of elevates the leadership level a little bit there. What do you plan on being like? Like you say, you're not a guy who likes to scream or anything, but do you like to lead by your actions or vocal or a little bit a mix of both?
I would say I've always been a guy that's led by example, but I think more importantly now more than anything, I need to start being a more vocal guy in the locker room. It just because I've connected with most of my teammates. I'm cool with pretty much everybody on the team. So just now being a more vocal guy and being able to being just encouraging at all times, or making sure my teammates are always doing what they need to do on and off the field is more. I would say it's more so important right now. So just being a more vocal. I've led by example in the past, but just I'm focusing on leading, being a more vocal guy now.
Yeah, that's great. That tells me that you're identifying growth and planning on growing, and coaches got to love to hear that, man. They got to.
Hmm.
Who are your favorite players? Maybe guys in the NFL, NCAA, guys you like to maybe steal a little bit of their game and add to yours. Anybody that you really look up to?
I would definitely say guys like Josh Allen, Cam Newton, Caleb Williams. Those three guys stick out to me the most. Josh Allen and Cam Newton, their big frames and their ability to, like I said, their big, strong arms and being able to make something happen when the play breaks down just sticks out to me. And same with Caleb Williams. I think he had an amazing year. I think he picked defenses apart with his arm and his legs all season long at USC. So I love what he's accomplished so far in his career. And I would be I like to take a little nuggets off their game here and there. So just those three quarterbacks specifically stand out to me.
Yep, yep, makes sense. So when it's all said and done for you, JC, and you got your last snap in high school, what do you want your high school legacy to be? What kind of player do you want to be remembered as?
I just want to I just want to be appreciated as a great quarterback, not a great athlete, not not a runner or anything like that. I just want my respect as a great quarterback, and I think after this season, like I said, I'll definitely have that, and I'll put everybody on notice what I'm able to do and what, like I said, Miami Central will be able to accomplish this year.
And I believe you, honestly. I believe that wholeheartedly. I think you're ready for that big breakout season, and it's coming at the right exact time for you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a part during the interview where I kind of like to give recruits a chance to shout out, family, coaches, trainers, anybody who's helped them along the way develop as a young man on and off the field. Go ahead and show them some love.
Well, I first start off with my dad. I think he he's been there since I was 4 years old. Started with flag football. Put the pads on when I was 6, and my dad's been coaching me ever since. Um, he never played quarterback, even though he likes to talk like he was an all-pro quarterback. But he's been there with me every step of the way. So I got to give most of the credit to my dad, my quarterback trainers, and all my coaches as well, especially the staff at Miami Central. They've embraced me and they treat me like one of their own, like I've been here all 4 years. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that's all I can ask for.
Where were you playing at before you came to Miami Central?
I was San Antonio Brandeis, so it
Okay.
was a 6A school in Texas.
Okay. I remember there was a big move somewhere in there. I just couldn't quite
Yes,
remember what it was, but I know it was a big move.
yes, sir.
Go ahead and plug your social media accounts. Let people know where they can find you online, Instagram, Twitter, whatever.
So my Instagram is JC Evans, but the E is a 3, so it's JC3VANS. And then my Twitter is the same thing, JC3VANS _. And that's mainly what I what I be on the most.
Gotcha. Well, man, I got one last question here for you, JC, and I'll let you get going on with your night. This is a question I ask every single recruit, every player, coach, trainer, don't matter who I bring on here. I ask them the same exact question at the end here. Why do you love football? What makes you want to go out there and perform at the highest level on a weekly basis?
I love football because it's a chance to just get away and just have play a game. Because at the end of the day, that's all it really is, just
Yeah.
a game. And no matter what level it is, whether you're getting paid millions of dollars to do it, or you're 10 years old and just getting started, it's a game that we're all able to enjoy. And we watch it, we love it, and I think it's just a chance to get away from what whatever else is going on in people's lives. Because some people get the opportunity to play football, but some people have to play football, and I'm one of the blessed ones that gets an opportunity to play football, and so I'm gonna enjoy it as long as I can, and however I can anyway.
Well, man, like I said, I think you got a bright future coming here on the field, and I think this is going to be a big season for you. And JC, man, I just want to thank you again for taking the time to jump on here and let fans get a little more familiar with you. Fantastic interview. Love the answers that you gave, man. I would definitely like to stay in touch with you, so we can bring you back on in the future and discuss your development, recruitment updates, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir. Once again, thank you for having me.
It was no problem, man. It's my honor to have you on here, honestly. It's my honor, man. So thank you very much, JC. And you have yourself a fantastic night, and we'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, guys, that was 2024 quarterback JC Evans from the powerhouse, Miami Central High School. He is going to be leading a troop of very talented players on offense, and we know that defense is vaunted. That defense is always got some beasts on it. But I think JC is due for a massive breakout year. And I think he's with the right coaches in the right offense with the right playmakers to make it happen. Very happy to have him on here. And thank you guys for joining us for another RMG Recruit interview. We will catch you guys soon. We got another one coming this afternoon, I think. Catch you guys soon. Later.